Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Crochet Studio 22. In today's video we'll be making this mesh top. I did mine, as you can see, with some additions of attached pearls on it. You can make yours without the pearls as well. As you can see, this is how it looks without the pearls. You can make it completely filled up with the pearls. You can make it long as a dress, crop top, or you can do it just the way how I did it. It is a very easy pattern. It is just one row repeat, very beginner friendly, and what is most important, it is done very fastly. So this is a pattern that you can do in one day or on the one weekend, depending on how fast crocheter you are. But what is most important is that it is very easy, very beginner friendly, and it is just, again, just a one row repeat. So I wanted to show you, this is how it looks from the close up. The yarns that I used is the 100% cotton. I used the 3.5 millimeter hook, but again, I will talk about that later on in the video. So again, not to make this any longer, let's go into the pattern making. Hey guys, so these are the materials that we will be using. They're pretty standard for any crochet project. So you need your yarn, measuring tape, hook, couple of markers, and the scissors. So in order for us to start, you will have to measure your bust, actually around your breast, to get how long your foundation chain needs to be. If you don't have the measuring tape, that is also alright. You can just make your foundation chain, and once you're making it, put it around your chest and see does it fit nicely. So when it comes to the yarn that I used is 100% cotton, and they're recommending the hook number 3.5. So for this pattern, I will be using size 3.5, and for the foundation chain, we will be making it in the multiples of 4. So just go on, start your foundation chain, the multiples of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and make it as long as you need it to fit nicely around your bust. So once we make this foundation, I will wait you guys on the end of it, and then we continue from there. I finished my foundation chain, and I have a total of 160 chains. So what we are going to do now is we are going to connect it with a slip knot. Okay, so make sure that you take not both loops, or you can take both in the first one, doesn't really matter. So just slip stitch, and now we are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th one make a single crochet, and again chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th one make a single crochet, again chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the 4th stitch make a single crochet, and we will repeat this all the way till the end of this chain, and I will wait you guys there so we can continue for our second. So before we finished our row 1, lay down your work flat and don't get it twist, okay, like this. So here I have my chain 6, the last one, and here we have 1, 2, 3. So in the stitch from where we started, this one here, we are going to make just a slip stitch this time. So not a single crochet, just a slip stitch. And this is how we are going to finish our first row. Now for the row 2, what we are going to do is in the first 3 chains here, we are going to make a slip stitch in each chain. Okay, so we are going from here, just don't make it tight, just 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 slip stitches, and now under make a chain, single crochet like this, chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into this next empty space, put your hook under in the middle and make a single crochet like this. And now again chain 6, 5, 6, and into the next space again make single crochet, chain 6 again, and into the next space again a single crochet. So keep on repeating this again all the way until the end of this second row, and I will meet you back, guys, when you come to this point. So chain 6, single crochet in the middle, chain 6, single crochet in the middle, and I will meet you back here in the end so we can finish the second row together and we can start the third one. Now we reached the end of our row 2, and what we are going to do here, where we made a single crochet after 3 slip stitches, in that place there we are going to make a slip stitch. Like this. So this is how we will be closing each and every row and how we will be starting each and every new row. So now we are going to turn our work and repeat what we did before. We are going to make 3 slip stitches. Okay, so we go here 1 and 2, 3, and a single crochet, and then chain 6, and the single crochet here in the middle, and again chain 6, and the single crochet here in the middle. So when you reach the end of the row here, into your first single crochet, you will make a slip stitch, and then you will turn your work and you will make 3 slip stitches, single crochet, and then start with the chain 6s. I know that we are crocheting in a round, so probably you have a question why we are turning at the end of each row. It is because when making these slip stitches here, that chain, those 3, they get a bit thicker than the rest of it. And if we continue crocheting in a round without turning our work, then our slip stitches will be going like this, that thick row. And right now you see it goes like this and then like this, and it will go like this. So we will have this kind of zigzag pattern when turning, so it's not going to get so visible in our work. But if we work in just, let's say, one line, as you can see, it would follow like this and it would go like that, and then basically it would spin around our work. So this is the pattern, you guys. We are starting from the bottom, crocheting up, and we need to crochet long enough to reach our underarms. Okay, so if you want it to be longer, cropped, it's up to you. So just crochet long enough or tall enough and for your piece to reach your underarms. If you didn't understood very well, just fast forward a couple of seconds and you will see my finished piece. So I go on to crochet my part and I will come back when I reach the length of it to come to my underarms. I am back, guys. I reached the length of the piece that I wanted, so to come and reach my underarms. As you can see, I placed 2 stitch markers here. So what you need to do now is, you see these empty spaces that we created, you need to count how many of them do you have. Me, I have 40 of them in one row. So what I did now, I divided it into 2. So I placed my stitch marker here, 1, and then 20, and here another one. Wait, this one got opened. Okay, so, and don't worry if you don't have an even number of this empty space, it's here. If you even have an odd number, just your either front or back panel will have just 1 stitch more, and it would be better to be the front panel because we have our breasts are there, so that is completely okay. So right now what we will be doing is we will be dividing our piece into the panels, into the front and the back panel. Okay, so count your empty spaces, place your stitch markers, divide it into the half. And now what we are going to do, as you can see, I finished. Just 1 second, I need to move this stitch marker from here. And I finished my piece like this. So now, naturally, we would be turning our work and we would make our slip stitches and chain 1. But now we are not going to do that. We are straight away going to chain 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we are going to turn our work and into this very first empty space, place a single crochet. Okay, and continue with your chain 6 and into the next one. Again, single crochet and chain 6 again, and work like this until you reach your next stitch marker. And once you do, I will wait you guys there, so I will show you how we are going to finish this row and how to start the second one. Finished my first row here, so the beginning of the row looks like this and the end of it looks like this. And again, what are we going to do now is we are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to turn our work, and again in the very same stitch, the first one, actually this one here, place a single crochet. And it looks like this. So just continue again with chain 6, and in the next one a single crochet, and again we are going to continue the same pattern all the way till our next row. Let me just find it, this one here. So when I reach this one here, just the one before the last, I will come back, guys, to show you how we are going to finish this row and how we are going to start the next one, and then from there you can continue on. This is what we have so far. This corner here looks like this, and this one here like this. So as I said, I just stopped on the one before the last. I made my chain 6, and now into this one here we will make a single crochet like this, and now we chain 6 again, and we flip our work. Oops, I hit the camera. And into the very first space, which is this one here, we are going to chain 1, and again chain 6, and into the next one, single crochet, and again chain 6 and single crochet. So this is what we get, guys. So when you reach the end, just place your single crochet. I think that somewhere I made the mistake that I call this one a chain 1. It's a single crochet. Okay, so just go till the end, place your single crochet, make your chain 6, single crochet here, then chain 6 again, turn your work into, you know, the first empty space, which is this one here, make your single crochet, and as you can see, it is going to give you a very neat edge. So because now we are making a top, right, and basically this will be what we are making now, is going to be our front or our back panel. So we reach the point where our underarms here. So now we need to crochet long enough to reach our shoulders and the collarbone, right? Because now we are crocheting the front or back panel, let's say the front panel, and then from here we're gonna crochet the back panel, and then we're gonna put them together like this, leaving the space for our arm. Okay, so continue crocheting, and as long as you need, guys, you know, I will show you mine in just a couple of seconds, so you can have some picture in your head how long you need to make it, and then I will show you how we are going to start the back panel and how we are going to do that. So happy crochet, guys. Hey guys, I am at the end of my, let's say, a back panel, and this is how it looks like. So as you can see, we started from here and I worked my way up. So now this is the length that I need. So here will be the space for my arms. It is going to be a little bit loose model for me. So now that I finished and I achieved the length that I need, what we need to do is now we need to make our final row. So our row doesn't end up like this, but it is going to be nice and flat. So here at the end of your row, again we are going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again in the very first empty space, this one here, we are going to place a single crochet. So with this we created the corner, and now we are going to chain just 3, not 6, just 3. 1, 2, 3, and a single crochet, and again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and again a single crochet, and we will go like this with a chain 3 and a single crochet all the way until the end of our row. And when you reach the end of the row, here in the last one, here in the last one as well, you are going to chain 3 and you will make your single crochet here in this last in the last corner here, and then with the slip stitch just finish your work and cut it off. And I will come back to show you how we are going to join our yarn and how to start the other panel. Okay guys, so see you later. I am back, my piece is finished. So this corner looks like this, and then as you can see on top we have a very neat finishing, and here we finish it off with a slip stitch. And now we need to make exactly the same. So this is what our, let's say, a back panel, and now we need to make a front one here. So as you can see, I still have my stitch marker here. Why? Because this is showing the point of, let's say, division. Okay, so this is the empty space from where I started. Because I had an even number, my let's say the division is between two empty spaces. Okay, so I started from this empty space, so naturally now I should start from this one and work my way back to this one here. Okay, so what we are going to do, guys, is we will do everything exactly the same like we did in this other panel, in the first one that we were doing. I just wanted to show you, it is a little trick, unconventional, but I like to take my yarn like this when it comes to crocheting a mesh, and I like to make a knot like this. I know that you can join the yarn differently. I just somehow don't trust it. Okay, I don't trust it. I have a feeling like it's going to open. I can't hide my tails properly. I don't have enough material to hide it. So make a knot, and with your loop go under, make one single crochet and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the very next space make a single crochet and continue. Everything we are doing the same like we did in our previous panel. Just make sure that you have the equal number of rows like you had in the first one. If you don't know how many rows you made, it's very easy. Just go on and count them. Don't count like this, okay? You need to count this and this and this and this. You count in a zigzag movement. I had 19 rows there, so I will do 19 rows on this side, and once we finish that, then I will show you guys how we will be doing the joining of our two panels at the top, and more or less we will be at the end of our work. So another thing I wanted to show you is when you're working with a mesh. So again, this is where I started from, and I will finish on this one here. So here you will have like a little gap, because here will be your last single crochet, okay? But don't worry about it. So just from there you continue. Anyway, this piece is coming under your arms, and once this one pulls it up with the weight, you're gonna get this kind of look. So don't worry about it. Just continue your chain 6 single crochet make equal amount of rows that you did here, and then I will wait you at the end of it. I will show you how mine looks like, and I will explain you how we are going to do the joining. So happy crochet, guys, and see you later. Hey guys, my piece is finished, and this is how it looks until now. I already put some stitch markers here, but I wanted to show you. So this is one back or front panel, let's say the back panel and the front panel. So what I did now is I went on and I tried my piece and I put the stitch markers, because now it is time for us to connect our back and front panel here at the top. So we're going to connect here, and we're going to connect here, and here will be the open part. So I just tried it on and to see how many stitches I need to connect in order to leave the space for the head opened. So for me, again, for you guys to know, I counted the stitches at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These small 5 triangles at the top will be the, let's say, the length which I will be connecting, and the same goes on this side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. So I placed my stitch markers. You can pause the video and do it yourself. And now comes the time for joining our pieces. So of course I will start from this side where I just finished my row. My yarn is still connected. I didn't cut it off. So what we are going to do now is, let me just put my hook back, okay, like this, and just chain 1. Okay, so what we will be doing, this is your first stitch. In this very first stitch, put your hook through, but the back loop only, like this. Take the back piece, and again the very first stitch, but from the back one, the front loop. Okay, so as you can see, now you have 3 loops on the hook. Be careful, don't get the tail. Get your yarn over and pull through all the loops like a slip stitch, and don't make it tight. Okay, now again into the next stitch. Here is the back loop, and then from this side here, the front loop, yarn over and pull through all. Again, back loop, here will be the front loop, yarn over, pull through, back loop, front loop, yarn over, pull through, and like this work until you reach your stitch marker. Now this side is done, and I wanted to show you, this is how it looks like when you turn it. And I think this is the most neat type of joining 2 pieces together, especially when you're working with a mesh. It gives you this nice and straight row. Just don't, again guys, don't make it tight. In the end, just take your tapestry needle and weave in your ends here in the connection part. And now for this side, again we will do the same. I will take my yarn, and here we are going to make a loop. I like to leave a bit longer ends because then it is easier for me to put it on the tapestry needle and weave them in, rather than they're very short. It's, at least for me, it gets harder to weave them in. So here I'm going to find this connection, which is this one. Okay, so I work until here. So here through both loops I'm gonna put my hook through, and here as well, just to join, to add my yarn. Okay, like this. Oops. And like a single crochet here, you join it. And basically now we are going to continue in the same way that we were doing previously. Here we are going into the back loop. Oh, this one is a bit hard to get. Okay, back loop, and then the front loop, yarn over, pull through, and again back loop, front loop, yarn over, pull through, back loop, front loop, yarn over, pull through. Don't make it tight, work it like this all the way till the end. And because this is our chain 6, here work it in the 1 2 3 in 3 chains, and here as well in 3 chains. Okay, so your work will be even. Finish it with the slip stitch and cut off your yarn, and then in the end just weave in your tails. So once we finish this, guys, I will show you the final piece, and then I will show you how did I attach my pearls. Guys, my piece is finally completed. Right now it is on the wrong side, but this is how the connection looks from the right side. So I keep it on the wrong side because, as I said, I want to show you if you opt out to put some pearls. So I already started my pearls, and again I am saying that I'm working on the wrong side. So the pearls that I've put it, they look like this from the good side. I ordered them from Temu. It looks like this. You can order them in any size. The pack is pretty cheap. It's between $2 and $4 for 30 pieces of the pearls, depending again which size you want. So what we need to do in order to attach our pearls is you will need some normal thread. I'm using the white one because my piece is white. You will need needle, small regular needle, and to put your thread in. So make a knot at the end of your thread. A little tip for making the knots on the regular thread. This is the regular sewing thread in the needle. So usually I put my yarn, not the yarn, sorry, thread like this, and I make a little X here, and then with my thumb I just roll them like this, you see, and oops, it already made a knot. Let me show you. Cut it off. I show you one more time. So take the thread like this, okay, and I make an X on my index finger, and with my thumb here in the connection I just pull it like this and I roll it, you see, and then with my nail I pick it here and I just pull it down, and here you have a knot. So I cut off this small piece of thread. So what I wanted to show you is I am working on the wrong side, but I was placing my pearls in every second empty space. Okay, so here is a purl, here, here, here. So between this one and this one, there is an empty purl here, and between this one and this one, again, this one is empty. So what we're going to do, again, you can put pearls as many as you want in every second, fifth, 10th. If you want, you can put them in each and every empty space. That is not really important right now. What I want to show you is how you are going to attach your pearls. So I'm gonna leave this space empty, and I will be working in this space here. Okay, so just let me check one more time. So not this one, but I'm going in this one. So with my needle here, just to make sure that we are on the middle. So with my needle here in between, I go from the bottom up like this, and I pull it out, and then I go from the same space here with the needle. I go down, sorry, and I need to pull it. So 1 second. Now take your pearl, put it on, and I like to go with one more time. Sorry, wrong. Okay, the pearl is on, and we're going one more time like this. From here, pass up, I like to leave them hanging a little bit, but if you want, you can make your piece to be like completely tight. After that, I make the knot, and then with the needle, I just pass through my thread like this, and that is where I cut off the thread, and that is how I put the pearls on. So let me turn it. It's pretty simple. Again, the piece is very beautiful, very easy to be made. So you don't really have to use, you don't need to use the pearls or anything. This is just an addition if you want. I believe that with the pearls it looks even more beautiful. So I really hope that you guys liked this video, that you like the pattern. I hope that it helped you. Send me your pictures, write me in the comments. Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any questions? I will try to answer all of them. And write me also what would you like to see in the next videos. So thank you very much for watching. Again, I really hope that you like this pattern. Please like and subscribe this video, and I will see you in the next one. Happy crochet!